You know that charming little birdhouse in your backyard? Well, it might just be hiding a pretty dangerous secret. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the maintenance that keeps your feathered friends safe, healthy, and most importantly, coming back year after year. I know, it's a bit of a jarring thought, isn't it? That sweet little box where you watched a family of birds grow up, it's probably not so pristine anymore. Let's be real. Without a good clean-out, it becomes a breeding ground for some truly nasty stuff you definitely don't want in your baby birds. So what are we really talking about here? This is so much more than just a messy house. The leftovers from an old nest can be a serious, even deadly problem for the next little family that decides to move in. And that brings us right to the heart of the matter. A dirty birdhouse isn't just, uninviting. It can literally be a deadly trap for those super vulnerable nestlings. And these threats are very real. We're not just talking about a little dirt. We're talking about things like feather mites, which cause so much irritation and feather loss in fragile baby birds. Or even worse, blowfly larvae. These things can actually attach to nestlings and feed on them, which weakens or even kills them. And of course, you've got all sorts of harmful bacteria just thriving in that old material. The difference a little cleaning makes is, well, it's night and day. On one hand, a dirty box is a huge gamble. You're looking at disease, nesting failure, and birds that just won't come back. But on the other hand, a clean box is basically an open invitation for success. You get healthy chicks and bird families that make your yard their home year after year. The choice seems pretty obvious, right? Convinced? Good, because the best part is that cleaning out your birdhouse is actually super simple. You don't need any fancy equipment. So let's go over the toolkit you're going to need. Okay, here's everything you'll need to grab. Work gloves and an N95 mask, those are for you. You really don't want to be breathing in any dust from dry droppings or mites. A putty knife is great for any gunk that's really stuck on there, and a good stiff brush will do most of the hard work. For disinfecting, a simple mix of 1 part bleach to 10 parts water is perfect, or a vinegar solution works too. And this is a big one. Absolutely no scented cleaners. A bird's sense of smell is incredibly sensitive, and those artificial smells will just drive them away. All right, you've got your gear. Now for the main event. We've broken the whole thing down into a few easy steps to make it totally safe and manageable. Let's walk through it. First, and this is the most important thing, make sure the house is empty. A gentle tap and a quick peek inside should do it. I'm going to say it again. Never, ever disturb an active nest. Okay, next, get all that old stuff out of there and give the inside a really good scrub with hot, soapy water. Then, it's disinfectant time. After you let that solution sit for a few minutes, you have to rinse it out completely. Any chemical residue is bad news for birds. Step 5 is my favorite, because it's so easy. Just let it air dry in the sun. The sun's UV rays are a fantastic natural sanitizer. And finally, put it all back together, double check that the drainage and ventilation holes are clear, and hang it back up. Great, the house is sparkling, but this isn't just a one-and-done kind of job. If you want to be a truly great landlord for your local birds, it really helps to have a simple year-round schedule. Just think of it like this. In early spring, you're doing a final prep right before nesting season really kicks off. In the summer, some birds actually have multiple families, so a quick clean-out between broods is a huge help. Fall is when you'll do that deep clean we just talked about, once you're positive everyone's moved out for the year. And winter, that's the perfect time to handle any repairs, like fixing a leaky roof or a wobbly perch. Okay, let's wrap up with a few pro tips to set yourself up for long-term success. A couple of smart choices now can make keeping your birdhouses healthy even easier down the road. So when you're buying or building a birdhouse, look for ones with good ventilation and drainage holes. That's key to preventing moisture and heat buildup. Also, keep an eye out for pests like wasps who might try to move in first. A simple log on your phone or calendar can help you remember when you last cleaned. And here's a nice little bonus tip. Leave a small pile of twigs, moss, or grass clippings nearby. You're basically giving your new tenants a head start on building their clean new home. And that's really what this is all about, isn't it? When you put in this little bit of effort, you're not just cleaning a box, you're creating a safe, healthy, and really desirable home that'll attract birds and let you enjoy watching new families grow season after season. So, the next time you look out at that birdhouse, you'll know exactly what you need to do to make it the safest, best home on the block. The only question left is your backyard ready for its next happy family?